Did you go in?
No, we're still going. No, I didn't go in for that. You think I'm actually going up? You think he got offered that? He's fucking Johnny Depp.
I know,
man.
but I figured, they'd be like, it's Bill Burr. Fucking, let's take a look.
It's Bill Burr. He sells no movie tickets.
Let's try it out.
He sold out an improv.
Hey, didn't you have a clip from Bill's show?
Oh, is this here? I don't know. Our
Netflix
producer sends
approved.
us folders of shit. I don't know if this is it. What is this?
Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good. If you're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me at $23.95, if you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man.
Is that from your show?
No, I'm just fascinated by that guy. That's about as free as it gets. I mean, he just doesn't care if his mother sees that or, I mean, he
Free is a good word.
He knows what he wants. Is that a bow in his hair or is that just some shit in the
I think
background?
that's the background.
Dude, he gave out
Do
his
you want
address.
free rent, though? Like, you get free rent, you get free food.
The reason why he's alone is he suffocates you.
Yeah.
He's very needy.
Very
I need to
needy.
be fucked. I need to be fucked a lot. It's just like, okay. It sounds like, if you were into that he'd be enjoyable for about 2-3 days. And then after a while-
Oh, it would tire you out. Yeah.
Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug, you want to come move in, your friend can move with you too, man. Free rent, you get a lease and a key. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, I'm home now. You see me, you want to come over today and try it out, man.
Try it out. What do you think?
No, I'm just trying to think what happened. He definitely was not built up as a child.
No.
You don't even
All that
rest-
stuff, beat me, pee on me, and all that. It's just like your parents were just. I think this whole childhood were just yelling, "You're not good enough."
Yeah, it's probably pretty
disappointing
bad.
you. I
Yeah.
wish the kid across the street was my son and not you.
Yeah,
Said
it's
horrible
horrible.
shit
Yeah.
like
I
that.
know.
I felt bad for that guy.
I know, but then
however,
at the same time, it's funny.
but you know what's funny is like he so hates himself that he just he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you get like this? No, how does he have a job? Like, what do you mean rent free? Like, what are you doing? Does he drive like a UPS truck and like they're going to see that and be like, well, he what he does in his own time, he's not.
But we can't give him any black eye partners, though. That'd be too
No.
Yeah, just have him
Too
have him
tempting.
deliver in the white neighborhood, so we keep that side of him.
Oh my
What do you think
God.
about drug use? What do you think's going
Yeah,
on
I
there?
think he's a little high.
Yeah, those rings around the eyes are pretty serious, I think.
But that's such a crazy mustache that if he shaved that off, I don't think I'd recognize him.
It is I didn't even really think about the mustache. It's a good point.
Very Cheech Marin.
Yeah, it's like dated. It's very
It
dated
is.
look. And if he wants to attract
try it out.
men,
Motherfucker pissed on me, try it out. Seriously, applied only as fuck, man. I'm looking for hardcore guys. I mean it. I want to do it.
I mean it.
And I want to deliver it. I'm a hot white trash. Come dump. Let's fuck.
it's a good offer.
know.
Rent free. He's a hot cum dumpster.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on.
Doesn't he have enough pain in his life? He's got to be on this show too. You know what I mean? That wasn't like low hanging fruit. That was actually. If you did that in a movie, if that was the character, you would be nominated because that was an amazing performance. I actually, what I was kind of addicted to was his cadence.
Yeah.
The way he had a very unique way of saying,
He's 40. No. Now he's 40. But when those came out, he's mid-30s.
Oh, yeah, with a
doing
daughter.
that crazy shit.
Oh, you mean putting a blindfold on, smoking a cigarette, and letting bulls?
The rest of them were younger.
Run them over.
Oh, those, yeah, oh my God.
The rest of them were way younger. So it's like, all right, couple crazy kids. Nah, man. John Knoxville's damn near 37.
All of those guys were fucking lunatics. Some of the shit that they did, even just little things they like. You ever remember that baby turtle? And the thing's open in his mouth, and that dude just stuck his nose in, and he's just like, yeah, like there's no fucking way.
Crazy shit.
Because you never know. Like, what if it just clips the end of your nose and just takes that off?
It's on.
Well,
Yeah.
what about? I said to Steve, I go, what scares you the most? He goes, I mean, anything with venomous snakes or big cats.
Did you? What was it? The
Yeah.
Wild Boys? Is that what's it called?
Yeah, where
the Wild
they
Boys
dressed
with-
up
with,
like fucking a zebra in a lion's cage.
But they had Homeboy the...
Yeah, and he said he told me one time they took headgear that you wear in boxing,
Yeah.
just sparring, and he wrapped that around his neck, and like they just were sort of running along.
not
I
gonna
was like,
save
you
you.
had to have somebody with a gun You know, Steve was like, nah.
Right, they're
Just like,
crazy.
you guys
Well, they had a king cobra. They put the guy in a fucking a horse. I think it was like a stable.
Who was the other kid?
Bam Margera.
No, the other, on the wild
Oh, Chris Pontus.
Pontonus or something.
Pontius, yeah.
Pontus,
Chris
yeah.
Pontius,
Dude,
yeah.
he kissed a cobra on its head.
Yeah, man.
The thing was full fucking doing this thing and like looking at them, and he came up like behind the thing, and he kissed it on the head and then backed off into that whole.
Yeah, you go.
He fucking runs away. I'm like, that is fucking insane.
Hey,
A
kids,
cobra
how
bite,
bad
a
do
cobra
you wanna
bite to
get
the
famous?
face, you're gonna die. That's a bad situation.
Well,
Dude,
Steve-O's still doing crazy shit, and but back then he was on drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Now he's sober, and he's taking the show on the road, still doing crazy shit.
Dude, he did-
sober.
The other kid, Chris, he did one time. Like he wanted to get a snake tattoo. Everybody gets a tattoo of a snake, so he goes like, "That's I want to have a snake bite, and then get a tattoo of the bite." So there was like this fucking python laying there, and he just starts. I gotta act this out because you got the fucking camera. He just starts walking towards it like this, and the fucking thing strikes and like wasn't aiming for his arm and just did a glancing shot off his head, and he backed off. He's like, and he goes back in and just fed his arm to this fucking thing. It just goes, bam, grabs onto him, and then it's just around him, and it's just like these guys just pulling this fucking snake off him, and then while it was still bleeding, they did a tattoo of it.
They're insane, man.
Yeah,
They're
it was nuts.
They're nuts.
Try it. Just do
There's an
the
idea.
chocolate one and then do the green one.
I
and then
will.
you'll be fine.
I'm excited.
I will.
Yeah,
But you
Start-
gotta
then,
not
dude,
order.
I'm telling you, then you
I'm
just start.
excited for
If you
that
start
smoothie roll.
eating well,
Next-
the fat has nowhere to hide. It just
Right,
doesn't. It
right.
just it's like it's just over.
All right, you come back on this show, and I'm gonna be skinny, and I'm gonna call it the Bill Burr. Ethan's no longer fat.
No, here's the thing.
Right.
I gave you like literally. I just scraped the surface. Okay, and what you want to do is get a nutritionist. Do not listen to your listeners who's going to be actually there's studies about almond milk and all, and there's going to be a zillion things.
So
and
you're
Yeah.
That's why I got a nutritionist, because if you go on and you try to learn yourself on the internet and you don't know what you're doing, just the first like 3 pages are all dominated by evil food people, where it's just like, no, you're not getting away, and it's just and then it's like trying to give money to a charity.
Right,
How the fuck do
right.
I know that this is
Yeah.
a legit one?
That's so true.
How do I know? And it's just so.
okay. I think I do need to get a nutritionist,
I agree.
but I tried a diet where I got a personal trainer, and she's like, I want you to eat high-fat ground beef, cheese, avocado. I was like, are you sure this is gonna make me lose weight?
Yeah, that what, and then what?
It's like the no.
Yeah,
well,
you shit out of fucking.
I was like,
what's your block?
I was like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, like
what is
all
that?
of
That's
that-
the
Well,
The
well,
keto. It's
I
I
was
think
like-
that what they do is a lot of those personal trainers. What they have is they have down to like a formula how to have you do like a Biggest Loser weight drop, and like how to quickly just cut things down
Yeah.
and look amazing. Blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't like. I really.
That's
It's
not
not healthy.
sustainable.
yeah.
You can't. That's not. I,
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
scared the hell out of me when she was like,
Everything
cheese.
you just said, I'm like, how is this going to move through my body?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the lubricant? Where is the
right.
what is going to get me? Oh, well, you drink a stick of butter. Okay. And I know there's a lot of lies about nutrition, but that just goes too far.
Yeah, I think we all can
Just
understand.
take a
that-
handful of raw bacon and dunk it in butter juice and then suck that down. It's just like, all right. You sure? Everything was a lie that you were told. It's just like, all right. It's just like, this is either 100% right or I'm going to Jonestown. So that might, and I don't know anything about that diet, but I found what I've been doing has been working from you.
Okay,
So
I like
try it out.
Yeah.
It's
Get
the
yourself a
being a
nutritionist.
healthy, reasonable human being diet.
Where it's like, so I could, I was 19. I was freshman, sophomore, so I was acting like an idiot. Would
Also
pull up-
doing a couple cycles of Winstrol.
Yeah,
at
I was
that
on
time.
Winstrol at the time.
Yeah, he did a couple cycles.
It's what are you going to do?
Yeah,
So,
low steroids.
so
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah. So-
Steroids for basketball?
Yeah,
Well, it's just you could move. I mean, I could just, I could like tomahawk dunk. I was just like being an athlete. Basketball was such a huge part of my life that my friends, when I do comedy, if they, do something with comedy, my friends from home.
Wait,
they
you
came-
couldn't dunk and then you took roids and then you could?
No, I always could. Well, I couldn't always. I started being able to dunk when I was like 16. I did Winstrol once for like 6 weeks, so it was a small part of it.
You did a cycle.
I did a cycle. Yeah. Just one cycle.
Yeah.
Happens. And to be honest with you, when I did that cycle, I was my junior year in college. It was my worst year because I was dealing with a lot of anxiety and all bullshit from
Your balls
side
shriveling up.
yeah, all that.
You could go between the legs a little easier that year.
Yeah, my balls
With the
were shriveled.
anxiety.
But it was just the way to communicate.
I
in my
love that
neighborhood.
you felt at Division III. I got to get on roids. I need a competitive edge here.
Yeah.
We got to beat LaSalle Academy next week.
Yeah.
When you can talk about, oh, can you believe this guy said that about someone on a podcast? And it just becomes like, you know.
Yeah. My rule became you guys don't have this luxury. You have to like have discipline and like do jokes, and those are going to involve the rest of the world. But my rule became, because I'm babbling, I had to go, okay, it's at the end of my nose where all the, I can confess, I can talk about anything. It's not going to be clickbait if I talk about sticking stuff up my butt when I'm jerking off or like.
What do you stick in your butt when you jerk off?
You
can't brush over that. Yeah, bad
Scripts he didn't like. People's dreams.
People's dreams. I'm really fancy. I'm like a Sam Shepard play.
Do you take those little brass clips out of there before you do it, or is that an added Christmas bonus for you?
People's dreams.
Yeah.
A Sharpie pen, Jim Norton. A Sharpie pen.
Have you really?
Yeah, I tried it because I read a Playboy article about the prostate getting stimulated and stuff, and so I tried a Sharpie pen. But and then
Did you put some hand sanitizer on it or something first, or just find a pen and put
I
it up
thought
there?
that pen is the thing that got dirty, not me.
Cap on or cap off?
It was the end. That's why I picked it.
Shit,
I was
like an
well,
octopus afterwards.
I don't want that.
Where'd it go?
Squirting ink.
The cap is designed to be like a grappling hook. You wouldn't want to actually put that up there. Like,
just hooks on.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you always learn. That's why
It's
you
like
got to
a
come out to
harpoon.
LA, Jim. You got to learn shit out here.
But
So a pen, did you like it or did you not like it?
well, it was fine enough. I mean, something in your butt is better than something not in your butt,
Sure.
I guess, is what we find out. But the problem is it worth, like, then you finish orgasming and you're,
You got to go back to Staples.
and now I'm like, now
it's
you
4:30. There's traffic.
They have to gingerly pull a pen out of your asshole. You're like, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth this
I was
moment.
just saying he needed more Sharpies.